What is going on, everybody? This is your man, Big B, Brian Hanley. Welcome to Steelers Almighty. Appreciate everybody being in here. This is the pregame show. Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Chicago Bears. Big game. But then again, every game from here on out is a big game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I'm going to keep saying it. But this is a big game. Steelers need to find a way to scratch out a win on the road. Whether they play good, they play bad, whatever it is, they need to be able to find out or to figure out a way to scratch out a victory. Appreciate everybody being in here. What is going on? We got our members in here. Jaycha, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you being in here. Look, this is Aaron Rodgers not playing today. So it is what it is. I think a lot of people kind of thought or anticipated he might be here. Hey, Arts Baby Doll, how you doing? But for me, look, if the guy broke his wrist, just at some point, don't you have to say, look, a broken bone in your wrist, you got to sit out. And Rodgers is sitting out. And to be honest with you, I think that was probably the plan all along. I think that was always the plan, but the Steelers don't have to tell us that. They didn't tell us that, so I'm okay with it. But that's where we're at with it. So, hey, Miss Felicia, how are you doing? Appreciate you being in here. Mayman Torsha says Rudolph is like an 80 overall during the holiday season. You're right. You're right. I mean, we've seen Mason Rudolph do some stuff. We've seen him come in. Hell, you just look at last week. You know, there's so many people that want to discredit what he did last week. Oh, it was just check downs, and he didn't throw the ball very far down the field. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that it was required for you to throw the ball 15 to 25 yards down the field to win a football game. Clearly it wasn't because the Steelers won the game, and they didn't have to do that. But the offense did move when he was in the game. Just keep that in mind. It moved when he was in the game. So, and well, they got the same number of points with Rodgers. They also had 2 less possessions. Because remember, the Steelers scored 2 defensive touchdowns. If they just stopped the Bengals, who knows how those drives end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So you don't know. But the bottom line is, anybody that watched football that had eyes isn't being biased, understood that the offense moved better. Doesn't mean he's a better player. It just means in that specific game, it moved better in the second half than it did in the first half. There's no ifs, ands, or buts to that. That's just the way it is. Having said all of that, Rodgers is out. Rudolph is in. He's going to have to get the job done today because, the Bears don't have a great defense. They don't. But the one thing that the Bears do is they turn you over. They lead the National Football League in turnovers or getting turnovers. So the Steelers got to be smart. Rudolph's got to be smart with the football. Don't turn it over. Don't give them short fields. Don't do those things to allow them to get confidence and to slow us down or to stop us. Put the pressure on their offense. And I know a lot of people will say, well, come on, B, their offense is number 4 in the league. They're the number 2 rushing offense in the National Football League. All of that is true. Make Caleb Williams just beat us today. They have 2 good receivers. They do. Make him beat us today. Let's see if he can beat us today. The one key thing is, and let's just go over it here real quick, the inactives. First for the Steelers, Aaron Rodgers, Alex Highsmith still out, Andrews Pete, Broderick Martin-Rhodes, and Logan Lee. All those guys are inactive for the Steelers. For the Bears, Case Keenum, Jaheed Walker, Travis Horner, Noah Sewell, TJ Edwards, but the big one, left tackle Theo Benedict. Left tackle Theo Benedict is out. He is their starting left tackle. And this is the second guy because the first guy, Braxton Miller, couldn't get it done, and Braxton Miller's on the IR. Now they bring this guy in. He played better, but now he's out. So now we've got the third guy in. Now, depending on what they want to do, first off, I would suspect the Bears are saying, okay, we got to run the football. We got to be able to run the football because we can't have our left tackle out here trying to block Herbig, Sawyer, White. We just can't have this guy out here trying to do that one-on-one. We're going to have to give him a ton of help, and then we're going to have to give some help to TJ Watt on that side, unless they just say, okay, our right tackle is good enough. And he's been very good this year, people. So we'll see something. I'm sorry, but TJ Watt, if they don't double team you today and they just say, you know what, we're just going to allow Darnell Wright to block you, then you gotta make them pay the price for that, TJ. You got to make them pay the price. You got to make them pay the price because you know they're going to help on the other side. You know they're going to do that. And if they choose not to help with you, then you got to make them pay for that. Period. End of story. No excuses. Arch Baby Doll, thanks for the super chat. Say Rudolph needs to get rid of the ball quickly. Yes, he does. Or just get it to the right guy. And that's what he did last week. He just got the ball to the right guy on time. That's what he just needs to do. Just get back, get through your progressions, and just throw the ball to the open man, and it doesn't matter who it is, and throw it to him on time and accurately. Just that. Just do that. And I know I make it sound easy. It's not an easy thing to be able to read an NFL defense that is literally changing. The coverage is changing as you're dropping back to pass. So I make it sound easy. It's not. But at the same time, the guys are paid professionals. So this is what they do for a living. You know, all of our jobs, while they may not necessarily be easy, if we do it every single day, the job may be a difficult job, but doing it per se can be easy to you. You know, especially if you are, I don't know, a forklift driver. You know, while you do it and it may seem easy, it's a difficult job. Hell, I couldn't do that to save my life. So that's what I'm talking about. We'll see. Rudolph just needs to do that today. Just do that, and we'll see what happens. So I feel that's where I'm at with it today, as far as the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mason Rudolph. Just get back, read the defense, get the ball to where it needs to go on time. Throw it to the open guy, you know. And yes, every now and then you're going to have to force a ball into coverage, into tight coverage, I should say, because you're throwing it to DK Metcalf. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that. You can't just say because the Bears are going to try to double team DK, well, I can never throw him the ball. That's not how this works. There's going to be times where you got to throw it to him, and to the layman eye, he might be covered. To the NFL quarterback eye, yeah, there's some guys there, but he's still open. I got to throw him the football because he can make that catch. That is what's going to be required today. Don't shy away from that. I feel like the Steelers over the last couple of years have shied away from throwing the football to their number one guys because they're perceived to be covered. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if those guys are covered. Sometimes you got to throw it to guys. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. We'll see today. We'll find out exactly what's going on with that today. But the Steelers got to scratch out a win. On defense, the Steelers got to stop the run. First and foremost, they have to stop the run. This is the number 2 rushing attack in the National Football League. Over the last 3 games, they've run the football for 196 yards. That's their average. Can't have that today. Cannot have that today. Steelers need to be able to find a way to shut that down. You know, and the thing about it is the Bears' interior line, you know, from guard, center to guard, very good. Very good. But the Steelers are going to have to find a way. Cam Hayward, you know, Cam hasn't played bad this year. You know, you wouldn't classify Cam Hayward as playing bad. That would be a miscarriage of justice to say that he's played bad this year. But you can also say that he hasn't played great. That's a fair assessment too. He's been good. He's been okay. Today, Cam Hayward needs to be good. He needs to be very good today. Him, Keanu Benton, Y.A. Black, and more importantly, I think Derek Harmon needs to have a huge game today. I think those are interior guys with their pass rush, and not only their pass rush, but also stopping the run. They need to be physical and not be moved. Keanu Benton can't try to arm over guys all the time in the run game and getting blown out of a hole. No, you can't do that, man. At some point, you just got to stand your ground. They're going to double team you. Fine. Let them do it. Just don't get moved. Don't get blown out. That's the difference, you know. So we'll figure it out. Hopefully we figure it out, I should say. But that's what we need today. They got to stop the run first. If the Steelers can stop the run, and again, this Bears team wants to run the football. They want to run it. If they can stop the run and get them in third and long situations, that's to our advantage because we can get after the quarterback. And look, they got two good receivers. There's no doubt about that. DJ Moore and Rome Odunze are really good. But you put them in situations, the third and long situations, you get up on them, they can be had. And especially our pass rush. Pass rush needs to be special today. So that's it. I just, and I mentioned it earlier. If the Bears say, you know what, Darnell Wright can block TJ Watt by himself because we got to help on the other side. We have to help on the other side because we basically got a third string guy over there today. If that happens, then TJ is going to deserve all the wrath that he gets after the game. Because I don't care. That's why we paid TJ Watt the type of money that we paid him, is because if teams decide that we don't have to double team him, he can wreck a football game. That's why you pay him that money, because he's a game wrecker. Because he is a game wrecker. Well, then he needs to be a game wrecker. Isn't that what it is? If he's supposed to be a game wrecker and they decide to leave him one-on-one, then go wreck the game, damn it. Go wreck the damn game. That's what I'm for. So either one. But it's got to be, we got to just figure, we got to slow them down because we can't allow them to do both. We can't allow them to run it for 4.5 yards a carry and then convert on short third downs, because that's where the Bears are really good. And that's why the Bears are good on third down, is because they get into third and short situations, is because they can run the football. But you put them in third and long situations, that changes everything. That changes everything. But because they have been so good at running the football, when you're dealing with 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3, it's a lot easier to get 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3s when you go to a quick passing game than it is to get to 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 when you have to take a 5-step drop to be able to get guys downfield to get a first down. That's the difference. Not to mention the Steelers have not been good all year long in 3rd and long. That has to change today. That has to change today. All these 3rd and 11s that we keep letting teams convert, that's got to stop. It's just got to stop. So that's basically what I got for you guys, man. This is a good game for the Steelers to go win. I'm not saying that the Bears are world beaters. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying they're a decent football team. And anytime you go, first of all, the winning in the National Football League is okay. Any win, you celebrate it. Going on the road, you celebrate even more. A team that's currently in first place, 10 games into the season, okay, now we're cooking. And I get it. The Bears back into their schedule is difficult starting today with us, and they may not win another game. Fine. But at this point in time, this is where they are. This is all we can base it off of, and the Steelers just need to go win. And again, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter if we win 3-0, if we win 3-2. Just scratch out a win. Anytime you can win a football game, when your starting quarterback is out, win by any means necessary. By any means necessary. That's what people have to keep on the back burner. Your starting quarterback is not playing in a football game. You're on the road, good competition, just win. Just win. Whatever it looks like. It could be ugly, and we can talk about it looking ugly. Fine. But we still won, and our starting quarterback wasn't playing. That's where I'm with it. Hopefully you guys are there too, because that's the only thing that we need to be concerned with today. And I'll be honest, we can play terrible. We can play terrible. But if we win without our starter, I'll take it. Usually I'll take it anyway. A win is a win, but I will absolutely take it. On the road, good competition. You're without your starting quarterback. Damn it, just give me a win, and we'll figure out the rest. We'll go to next week, and we'll figure that out then. Just win today. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I am at with it. That's how I feel about it. Let me get to some of your all's comments here. Arts Baby Doll with the super chat again. Appreciate you, Arts Baby Doll. Says, B, how do you feel this is a must-win game? Look, the way that the schedule is for the Steelers and who the Ravens have, and I think every game the rest of the year is a must-win. Every game. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but if the only route to the playoffs is if the Steelers win the division. We're not making a playoff run. We're not backing into the playoffs like we have in previous seasons. The only way that we're going to make the playoffs, if that's where we're trying to go, is we got to win the division. So every game, in my opinion, from here on out is must win. Ravens are a game behind us, and we play them twice. Every game is a must win, in my opinion. Every game is a must win. So I like this approach. All games are a must win. I like that approach. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to that. Y'all know me. I want to win everything. I want to win everything. Where we're at in the season, game 11, yeah, it's time. Every game is must win. And I know that kind of sucks because there is so much football left, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Win the games. Go win the games. That's it. That's it. So that's where I'm at. So Robo's looking for receivers to get more targets. I am too. I have a sneaky suspicion, and y'all can quote me on it, and you can hold me accountable. You know that I don't mind that. Roman Wilson. Just watch for Roman Wilson today. Just watch for him today. I feel like Mason Rudolph, I think Mason Rudolph is a guy that's just going to trust whoever's open, whoever he perceives to be open based on the coverage, and that's where he's going to throw the football. We've talked about it. We've seen it on film. There are plenty of times that we have seen Roman Wilson be open and Rodgers not looking his direction. I think that Mason Rudolph's going to look his direction a little bit more today. So that's what I think. That's what I think. So I just keep your eye on that. I'm not saying he's going to have 6 catches for 110 yards. I'm not going that route. All I'm saying is just keep your eye on Roman Wilson. If Roman Wilson can give you 3 or 4 catches for 50 yards, we'll take it. I know I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. So Garion says, what's the status on D. Slay's situation? Is he starting? You know what? We'll have to look at the first snap and see. Mike Tomlin said he'd get his starting job back, but you know how Mike Tomlin is. You know how he is. He'll tell you something and do the exact opposite. So we'll see what it looks like. But because they don't have to tell you. I mean, he's going to play, but they don't have to tell you who's starting. So we'll see when he gets out there. To me, it's got to be James Pierre. James Pierre has outplayed Darius Slay, and it's night and day difference, and he's earned the job. You know, you could say that Darius Slay earned it at the beginning of the year because of his reputation, yada, 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 what they're paying him. Okay, we're 10 games in. This man has outplayed this man. At what point do you go with the guy that's outplaying the other guy? Otherwise, it's coaching malpractice. So we'll see what happens. Rudolph got more chemistry with these pass catchers. He's worked with them all training camp, waiting on A-Rod to sign. He was prepared to start. In minicamp and OTAs, yeah, he did. Now, training camp's a different story because Rodgers was there, but yeah, that's kind of what I think, is that Rudolph has a lot of chemistry with, not to mention the receivers on the team. He worked with them last year, too. Well, no, not last year because Rudolph wasn't here. But in the OTA before minicamp, Rudolph had worked with them. Training camp, he's done. Look, Rudolph is a professional. And again, I'm not saying that the guy is going to go out there and throw for 300 yards, or he even needs to. But I think he's got some chemistry. I just think he's going to throw the ball to the open guy based on coverage. And as long as he does that, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. So I just want complimentary football, complete complimentary football, says Miss Felicia. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We saw that last week to an extent, but I don't know if you could say, I mean, the offense did okay. It was just okay last week. It was just okay. And that's where I'm at with it. It was okay. They didn't do anything stupid or foolish to give the game away. It was just okay. But today, I'll be honest with you, Miss Felicia. I want a complete complimentary football. But today, without our starting quarterback on the road, just give me a win. Just whatever you got to do to scratch out a win. That's where I'm at with it. I get what you're saying, and I'm behind you 100%. But today, just give me a win. I'll be okay with any win, however we can get it. So any update on Aaron Rodgers? I just got here. Is he playing? No, Jason. Aaron Rodgers is out. He is being held out today. So no Rodgers in this football game. So Robert Deringer says, hey, Big B, sorry I haven't been on the show, was having medical. Hey, man, look, I'm gonna put this as nicely as possible for everybody. You never, ever, ever, ever have to apologize to me for not showing up. Whether you're sick, whether you don't want to, whether you don't like me, whether you got other things that are more pressing, you never have to apologize, man. You don't owe me that. You don't owe me that at all. I am the guy that owes you guys content. I am the one that owes you guys to be entertaining for you guys to come back. You don't owe me a damn thing. So people apologize all the time, man, and I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. But you guys don't owe me anything. Nothing. So I just appreciate you coming back. That's all. I appreciate you being here, man. So, and I'm in a good mood today. Look, my mother is coming in town today. My wife is going to pick her up from the airport. She's coming in town. I haven't seen her in a minute. It's Thanksgiving, or it's going to be Thanksgiving weekend. So I'm feeling good. But yeah, y'all don't owe me anything, man. Y'all don't owe me, I mean, literally nothing. Nothing. You never need to apologize for not being here. If anything, it's my fault for not keeping you more entertained. So don't apologize. Don't apologize, man. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. J Chip Show says, Big B, if you're on the coaching staff and Tomlin is dead set on going with Slay, what words of advice are you going to give? Hold on. What words of advice are you going to give Slay today? Look, Darius Slay's 34 years old. He's played in this football league for a long time. I don't think there's words of advice that I could necessarily give him, but guys still need encouragement. So, hey, Slay, let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. And here's the thing. Tomlin can talk to Darius Slay like this because he's an older guy. This young guy is chomping at the bit to get out there. He's playing really good football. I can't have you slip and keep you out there, my man. So if you want to stay out here, you got to bring it. You got to bring it. That's what I would tell him. You know, he doesn't necessarily need encouragement, but they can still be coached up. And it's just like, look, we got you out here, but look, we can't keep you. Number one, you're going to have to rotate. You're going to have to rotate. This young guy's been playing his ass off. I can't just keep him on the bench. That doesn't do the football team any good. And by the way, you're going to have to bring it, because if you don't, I'm going to have to sit you down because this guy's been playing his ass off. Just that simple. And either you're a professional and you can handle that, or you're not, and you can't. And if you can't, I'm sorry. And if you give me any talk back, which Slay's not going to do that. Slay is a professional. He gets it. He gets it. He's been in this league long enough. Hell, who knows? I don't know his whole story, but there's a possibility he could have gotten his shot because the guy in front of him wasn't playing well. So who knows? You know how many times that happens? Is that you're sitting behind a guy, you get your opportunities, you outplay him, And then finally, the coaching staff says, we got to put this guy in. He's playing better. And then boom, you take off. So Slade gets that. He gets that. And if he doesn't get it, that's not our problem. You can be mad, but you got to go. Steelers are deep at corner. Steelers are deep at corner. So if you give us an attitude, okay, thank you for your time. We'll see you later. Slade's not going to do that, though. He's not going to do that. That's what I got for you people. I appreciate it. Look, if you guys are Hall of Fame members, make sure that we'll have the watch party today. I'm going to head over there here in a little bit for the game. 15 minutes after the game is over, we will be right back here talking about exactly what happened in the football game. So I appreciate you guys for being in here, man. Thank you guys for making this fun. And again, by any means necessary today. Doesn't matter. We need to win a football game. That's it. Like I said, our starter is out. Our starting quarterback is out. We're on the road. Hostile environment. Good football team. However we win. 2-0. I'll take it. 2-0, and the offense doesn't get a first down all day. As long as we win this game, I'll be good with it. Will I complain about the lack of whatever it is? Yes, I will. I will still complain and say we have to get better. But by any means necessary, people, and hold me to it. If in the post game, if we win this game in the post game and I start going off on a tangent, hold me to it. Say, hold on, Big B. You said that by any means necessary, that's all you wanted. So I appreciate you guys, man. Love you. And either I will see you at the watch party or I will see you at the post game. And aloha.